Hi Pisces, this is your weekly general reading for the 14th to the 20th of May. If this does not resonate with you, please check your moon, rising or Venus. And remember Pisceans, this is a general reading and cannot resonate with every Piscean out there. I know sometimes you don't see your story, so you feel negative, but remember it's somebody else who needs it more. Maybe it was their time to listen to their story or me to pick up on their energy, and maybe your time will come next. So just be patient and be understanding towards the other Pisceans, alright? And also, this is interesting, I'm using the Nostradamus kit. These cards were designed with the Nostradamus predictions way back when he lived, and only to be discovered centuries after his death. Okay, and then they were revived, and then they were converted, to English and the cards. So I use them for my personal readings, as they all come with portraits, which is easy for people to make decision listening to the portraits. But I cannot do that in general reading. But nonetheless, I'll use this to see your energy. Also, the cards are a bit different, the suits are a bit different, so the interpretations are also a bit different from the traditional tarot. So I'll keep explaining as I go forward. Alright Pisceans? Alright, let's see, what do we have for my Pisceans? Spirit, show me what my Pisceans need to know. Alright, the Pope of Stars with the Two of Stars. Opposite in it is a Cardinal of Stars. Why are you so up in your mind, Pisceans? Solution. The Seven of Spheres and the Nine of Sun. Okay. And the outcome. The Fool. Okay. Beautiful. Nice. Underlying energy. The Abyss of Star. What is wrong with you, Pisceans, today? Why are you so up in your head? Okay. So let's see Pisceans. What do we have here? Alright, first thing, your underlying energy, the Abyss of Stars. Okay, now ideally in traditional tarot, this would mean the Queen of Swords. Alright, so this means, it is about being a critic, being a judge, but being very honest, talking from your wisdom. This is also about having wisdom on things that you do. It is about being accurate, being graceful, and be wise. Okay, so this is also about quickness. So maybe Pisceans, you want to be more accurate in your life. Maybe you want because this is an energy of doing what you say. So maybe in the past you had this problem that you would say a lot but do very less. So now is the time that you need to say what you're perceiving, and maybe you want to be more graceful, more accurate, and you want to be more wise in your dealings. Okay, now what is your current situation is the Pope of Stars, that is the King of Swords in traditional tarot. Now this means a powerful supporter, a guide. This could also mean somebody from the higher rankings. So it could be, you could be a senior in your office, or you could be a business executive, you could be the commander of an armed forces, or a person whose authority is seldom challenged. That's the Pope of Stars. So maybe You are somebody in power. The Pisceans I'm connecting with is somebody in power, or somebody who doesn't like people challenging them. They want to have the final say. And that is the reason this is what you wish for. That you wish for that wisdom, you wish for that grace. Maybe now you have that wisdom, you say and people follow, but people follow it out of fear. They don't do it because they find you graceful. They don't do it because they are motivated by you. Maybe they do it because they're scared of you. And you don't want that. Okay? So, because you being the guide and you being somebody in authority does not mean or does not guarantee that you are correct all the time. You could be wrong. So you want the wisdom, you want the grace in which when you say, people don't criticize you at your back and not find you a tyranny, rather follow you or listen to you with more openness. That is what your situation is currently. People do listen to you, but they listen to you because they're scared of you, or they do not challenge you, either because they're scared of you or they don't care. They don't care. They're like, okay, whatever it is, whatever you say, okay, you want this, okay, here, take this and get lost. It's like that. They don't challenge you. And that is what you can feel. You can feel that is because it's not because they respect you. It's because they don't want to get into any conflict with you. Okay? What is supporting it is the Two of Stars. Two of Stars would again be in traditional tarot, the Two of Swords. So this is about balance and harmony. It is about reconciling or balancing two different emotions. Sometimes you could be very emotional, sometimes you could be very practical. So both pull you into two different directions. One moment you want to do something for somebody, and the next moment you are like, no, how can I do it? I hardly have money, or I need to focus on my work. One moment you are like, love is important, and then next moment you are like, no, my identity is important, my career is important. One moment, so you need a balance where you can balance things in such a way. Maybe you're finding it difficult to find the fulcrum on which this balance lies. Where is that midpoint where you can balance both without compromising the one for the other? Okay, so it's about attachment. Maybe you want to purge certain attachments of yours, but you don't even know what they are. So you want to identify them so that you can purge them. Alright? So that is what I see, a bit of uncertainty in you. It's like two different forces pulling you in two different directions at times. Sometimes you're like overwhelmed with emotions, and the next moment you're overwhelmed with practical matters. So it's like that. Now what is opposing it is the cardinal of stars. Again, air energy. Cardinal of stars would mean the Knight of Swords. So this is a good person, yet this person is a bit ruthless and knows no boundaries. As I said, you have knowledge, you have authority, nobody questions you, everybody listens to you, whatever you command, but you can feel it. They are doing it not out of love, not out of respect, but out of fear. Because they're scared that you're ruthless. You're like a tyranny. And you don't want that. Because that is what pulls you. You're like at times, am I a tyranny? And the next moment you want to be nice to people. But the next moment again you are back to your strict routine. So this time you want more grace in the way you handle things. Okay? You want to be the abbess instead of the pope or the cardinal. So this is like, this person is like, has great strength, but it is about being a bit wild, and there's a lack of discipline. Maybe you are facing discipline issues. Maybe you're not able to discipline yourself, your mind, or the way you work. As I said, you get pulled in two different directions, so you're not able to discipline. There is some innocence about you though. and you get carried away. What I feel from this is, you're like the strange. See this card? There are like 4 people there, and you're like that strange, neither man nor sheep, kind of a strange thing there among others. So others view you as a bit strange. They're like, why are you like this? Why is it things always happen with you like this? Why is it that you end up in soup always? Why is it that your friends are like this? Why is it that your relationships are like this? So there are a lot of whys people ask you. Because you're brave, you're strong, you act like a hero, but do you really think like a hero? That's the question. You jump into the flame, and once it starts burning you, you realize you have jumped without a fire guard. So again, people are seeing you jumping in the grail, in the flame, but they're too scared to tell you that, look, you're jumping into fire, because they're too scared to tell you, or they're not bothered to tell you. But you don't want that. You want some more grace. You want to be graceful. Whatever you do, you want to do it out of wisdom, and you want to do things quickly. You don't want to be slow. You don't want to be a late Kate, but you really want, but at the same time use your brains, okay? Not jump into it because I want power, or jump into it because I'm brave. Okay? Now, what are your advices? The first advice is the 7 of Spheres. Now, 7 of Spheres in the traditional tarot would mean the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this would mean it's all about gain, profit, money, but it is about, slowing down. Maybe you need to slow down a bit, or maybe you need to take a break and declutter your life first. Declutter and release things. As I said, this full moon in Scorpio is going to make us release, all of us release something or the other. With you, it's happening in your 10th house. So you got to release certain things that are cluttering your life or no longer needed in your life. It could be something as petty as a furniture, as petty as a coat or a dress, to as big as a relationship. Whatever is not serving you, you need to take a break, take some time out for yourself, look within and purge, release those. Release that is not serving you. Release those which have created problems in the past and made you what you are. You're sometimes in your head, sometimes you're in your heart. So you're not able to find a good solution. So your first advice is, don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to perfect in whatever you're doing, but you need to take a break and, even if it's little progress, do little progress at a time. Start releasing things, thoughts, people who are not serving you from your life. Just start releasing those people, those things, those whatever is cluttering your life. Just let them go. But before that, you need to take a break. Everything need not happen very fast and need not happen perfect. It's okay. Pisceans have this habit that if this thing lies like this every day, it can never be like this. It's okay if it's lying like this for a day. It's not killing you. Let it be. Let it be. Don't put your head into it, and don't be this. Let it be. Take some time out. Rest. Give your mind some rest, and think of what all areas in your life can you declutter. Okay? And the next advice is the 9 of Sun. 9 of Sun in the traditional tarot would mean the 9 of Wands. Okay? This would be about seeing the unforeseen threats at work or in personal life. So maybe you will need to take count of all your skills and experiences which you have developed over time to be defensive, because you definitely have had some experiences, some skills, some expertise which you have gained through your life, right? So this is the time to put them to work. This is about reassessment. As I said, the 7 of Spheres and the 9 of Sun both mean the same thing, reassess. And this could also mean delay. This could also mean a bit of defensiveness. It's okay, if you want to be defensive, go ahead, be defensive, and this card also talks about taking a break. So you need to take a break. This has come as an advice twice. You need to take a break and purge. See what is serving you and see what is not serving you. Because after you take the break, look at the outcome. You are going to start things over again from scratch as the Fool. So this is like a seeker, a person who is ready to go anywhere and everywhere. This is, where it's like a blank page, leaving everything behind. The star is what all he has built in his entire life. He's leaving them behind and off to a new journey. Doesn't know where it will lead him. It's like carefree journey. It's like innocence. It's like clarity. It's like unpredictability, curiosity. Let me walk. Let me try this way. I don't know what is going to be the outcome, but let me try. That's the kind. So it's like surrendering yourself to the universe, surrendering yourself to the greater power. It's like, okay, I release myself. No longer being the tyranny, no longer being the arrogant fool, no longer being in the mind and be pulled into directions. I'll take some time out. I'll release what all is not serving me, and once I do that, I'm ready to start my life fresh. Uncertain, I don't know the outcome. I really don't know. It could be good, it could be bad, but whatever happens will happen. Whatever is destined for me will happen. I trust the universe. That's the energy of the Fool, and that is what is coming towards you, Pisceans. Very nice. So this is the time to be out of your head and take some action towards changing the way you think or changing the way you react to people. Alright, I'm going to pull 2 oracle advices for you and see what's there for you this week. Okay? So first card, reclaim your art. Yeah, maybe. Be the Fool. Start again. There's no harm starting again. I mean, you don't have to, whatever you like doing in the past, maybe start with that. That makes you happy. Do that. Okay? And you're not afraid. Look at this. You are not afraid. Of course you are not afraid, because you are the cardinal of stars. Your carefree and your bravery sometimes can challenge you. If not others, it challenges you. People see you as tyranny at times, but they are scared to tell you anything because they feel you're powerful. So maybe you're not afraid. Make those changes, purge, release what is not serving you, and then reclaim your art. Reclaim that Fool lying inside you, that kid inside you, or that childlike innocence inside you which wants to go towards somewhere else. Let it go. Let it go. Let it focus somewhere else. Alright? So well, Piscean, that's all I have for you this week. And please let me know your story and let me know how this all resonated with you, if it did. And you can connect with me on Facebook, Discord, or visit my website, minervatarot.com. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this reading. And until next week, have a wonderful time. See ya!